Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Adam from the Power of Three back again. Can't get enough of me. Usual shizniz. Let's wait for some people to come on. PayPal link is in the description. I'll be doing mini reads for a select few, and it is a weird time. It was 5:55 when I started this, so all synchronicities and all that. We'll see who pops on, say hello, and I'll do you some frickin' tarot. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing, my love? Hope you're well, whatever time of day it is where you are. 6 a.m. on a Monday morning here. Hello, Emberloo. Good to see you, darling. Hope you're well. Make sure you're sharing me out. So, as usual, we'll start off, get the vibrations high. Let's have some stick it up your ass cards. So I want to see some arse or ass if you're in America. I'm doing good, yeah, apart from being waking up at like stupid o'clock when I'm off work. Good morning, Sandra, if you're well, darling. So we'll have some arse cards. I'll pull some cards for people. I have my list. To get on the list, you can share me out. You can I can be drawn to you. Can't sleep. Cheryl, let's get you a stick up your arse card then, darling. And we'll see how it goes. Might be on half an hour, might be on an hour. I shall share out some groups shortly. 1, 2, 3 for Michelle. Why the fuck is it on your back and not in your hands, darling? The world is yours for the taking. Don't carry all the weight of the world. It needs to be in your hands. You'd like me to stick it up your ass, Amberloo? Would be my pleasure, darling. Even at 6 o'clock in the morning. Who could turn down that? Any messages for Amberloo, please? 1, 2, 3. And thanks for sharing me, dear. Go ride a unicorn. You are fucking fabulous. Do you realise how amazing you are, Amberloo? Well, I'm here to tell you, my darling. Time to look in that mirror and go, fuck, I'm gorgeous. I am a goddess. I am an infinite being. So, I'm just going to pop off for a while, go and share myself, because sharing is caring. So if anyone wants to dosh me some money, it's all energy, then PayPal link is in the description. I'm going to go and share. I shall be back. Hopefully some more people will come on. We shall see. I'm still here. You can still hear me, hopefully. Let's share out. Schedule groups. Share there. Schedule groups. Okay. That one. Well, I'm sharing to everything. So again, if you don't like me sharing, just bloody ban me. Quick sharing session. Try not to share to the ones that I'm not allowed to. Let's go sharing. And yes, I'm not for everyone, my loves. That one. Okay, that one. Nearly there, my loves. I shall be back forthwith. There we go. I'm all shared out. Fuck, I'm gorgeous. Yes, you bloody are, my love. So, any more stick it up your arse cards? We've only got a few people on, but I thought I'd take a chance. I must be woken up at 4 o'clock in the morning for some reason. And again, I've got my favourites with me, my new favourites, the past life cards. So I can do past life readings now. Not sure how accurate. A few people said they're quite accurate. So, my darlings, well, we've got a little short amount of people. Only 3 people. Fuck me. I might as well go back to sleep. Week off work and I'm up at 6 o'clock doing a live. What's all that about? I've got to get it when I can, haven't I? my darling. So, here we got Sandra Wright. I'm drawn to you, Sandra. Can't hear me? We'll turn your volume up, love. Okay, what am I feeling for Sandra Wright? Let's get you an Art of Manifestation card. Anything that Sandra needs to hear, please. Anything that Sandra needs to hear. Yes, darling, must be your phone. It's not me, and plus my children are in bed, so I've got to be a little bit quiet. Cheeky flyer for you, Sandra, if you're still there. Release the past, darling. Releasing the past does not mean that we forget, nor does it mean that if something bad happens, that it was okay. It means that we make a personal choice to no longer allow our history to dictate the shape of our life, both now or in our present time and in our future. There you go. I was speaking a bit quietly because my daughter's room's next door, so I don't want to wake the little bean up yet. Michelle, we've got 3 people on. 3 people's better than none. Let's do your past life reading, Michelle. Any messages that Michelle needs to hear from a past life that's affecting her in this incarnation of herself? Any messages? 1, 2, 3. And we've only got 3 people on. Okay. Interesting. Right, this is an interesting one, darling. So, with past life reading, some people believe in past life, some people don't. The era was the American Civil War, my dear. And I believe you were a woman, because I'm going with this card. We'll come to that in a minute. But you were a female in the American Civil War. And I believe that there was some sort of physical or sexual abuse, some trauma. And I feel this may have carried through to this incarnation of yourself, because we do carry karma or certain things or lessons. And again, you were shunned. Okay, it wasn't your fault, but you went off, and obviously you were a tainted woman in the American Civil War, because it was all fucked up back then. And the trauma may have carried on to this lifetime, that you feel shunned, or you feel that people push you to one side or don't understand your pain. So the idea is not to worry about what other people think of you, darling. What's the Cancer girl? Oh, interesting. So again, it's getting to that place, which is a fabulous place to be, darling, where you don't give a fuck about other people's opinions. Okay? You've really got to just not worry about whether people think you're fucking mental. Listen, everyone thinks I'm mental. My family, my friends, or past family and friends. Some support me, some don't. But their opinion really doesn't fucking matter. And this fear of being shunned or not accepted by people because you don't fit in, darling. You were never supposed to fit in. Thank you for subscribing, sir. We'll do your little reading. I haven't had a subscriber in a while. So for me, darling, it's about you seizing your power. Yes, you're not normal. Not normal. Hello, May. Hope you're well. And what is fucking normal? Societal norms? Who wants to be fucking normal? You're special. You're unique. You're never going to fit in. Own that shit, darling. Own that shit. And this is your lesson. That other people's opinions don't matter. Say this one. Opinions are like orgasms. Only yours matters, darling. Okay? So, I'm going to find out about this Cancer girl for Gaurav. Sorry if I get your name wrong. What's the Cancer girl thinking about you today? And if someone wants a mini reading, I'm just pulling small cards. My PayPal link's in the description. And I will do your mini reading, or maybe a past life reading, or some tarot. So Gaurav, I'm sorry if I've got your name wrong. G'day, Rick. Hawkeye Rick. What a cool name. Yeah, I know you're a boy. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Well, I didn't know that. You could have been a girl. No judgment here, sir. What does the Cancer girl think of you? Knight of Wands. Now, listen, I put a post up the other day on my page where we've all got a star sign that doesn't resonate with us. And I'm not saying all Cancers are bad, because it depends how spiritually advanced they are. I'm feeling player energy with this one though, sir. So maybe playing about with you a little bit. Maybe yeah, I'm getting a little bit of playing games with you, okay? Because really it should be simple. Love should be simple. And if someone's fucking around with you and you're having to ask a fucking tarot reader, then you should know if someone loves you or someone's into you, they should make it clear. It should be easy. Love should be easy, my friend. Not fucking people playing about with your head. So that's not a good first sign. I do feel this is a lesson for you. Know your worth. Don't let anyone fuck about with you and play about with you and make you doubt yourself. Okay. Yeah, King of Swords. I'd say this person's a fucking narcissist or got narcissistic tendencies. Not everyone's a narcissist. You might not be a narcissist with another person, but I'm saying this person's really not good for you. You got to end this fucking shit. Okay. It's up to you. You can chase, but I feel it's probably a lesson in your self-worth. She's not worth your time, my friend. No, this is for Gurav on YouTube. He's asked about a Cancer girl. I'm just a messenger. I could be right, I could be wrong. Trust your own intuition and instincts. She could be the loveliest person in the world. That's what the tarot's come out with, and that's what my interpretation of the tarot is. Scorpio. Who doesn't love a sexy Scorpio, darling? Okay. Anyone want to donate? They will get a mini read, which is 6 cards usually. But if not, it's no problem. And again, I always say this to people: love should be easy, and if it's not easy, it's the wrong person. If you're not sure, and they're messing you about, then you need to move on. We've all chased people that weren't worthy of our love. Well, get the advice that you need to hear, and I think it's about self-worth. There's always one in more control. It's nice to find a balance, but sometimes we can't. And there's a Taurus there, strong like bull. Right. Anyone want a... I'm drawn to the Power of Light card, so we'll pull someone a Power of Light? Sacred Light. Sacred fucking light. Ooh. So, anyone want a Sacred Light card? And if you do want a mini reading or me to try and answer your questions, I also have my rods. I open up chakras and pineal glands and all that shizness. Okay, Michelle, let's pull you one then, as you asked first. 1, 2, 3. We've got Divine Creator, acceptance, personal commitments, and euphoria. So this goes back to your other reading, your past life, darling. Again, you are a divine spirit. You're a creator. You create your own reality, and it's just about accepting yourself. Okay. Not worrying about what anyone else says or thinks. All right, my darling, just be the beautiful light that you were always supposed to be. Sandra, let's get you a postcard from Spirit then, darling. Oh, thank you, Gemini. And I do like a nice Gemini. I'll try and answer your question. What I'll do is I'll put you on the list, darling. But if anyone donates, they will go above you. Just the way I roll, my love. You're welcome, darling. So, let's get Linda. Oh, not that many. Oh. Cheeky flyers, and as cheeky flyers, anything for the lovely Linda. 1, 2, 3 for Linda. Linda. Dearest you, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe, dear, maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all that and start having fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you really got loose, silly and goofy? Maybe you need to go out dancing or watch some very funny comedy to make you laugh, or call that one friend you know will remind you how ridiculously and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return refreshed and renewed, and ready once again to see the world as less daunting, and you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Don't you just love how much we care about you? So, darling, someone, again, everything's relevant. There are no coincidences. I was speaking to someone at work, not at them, probably at them, because I've got this fucking thing. Hello, Jocelyn. About, I'm 45 years old, and they were like, well, you don't act like you're 45 years old. And I'm like, no, because I like to have fun. I stay young. I like to laugh. Life can be a real struggle sometimes, can't it? But it's all about having fun. I mean, I might be 45, but I act like a 12-year-old, and that keeps me young. No, that was for Linda. That was for Linda, Sandra. Hello, Davina. Hope you're well, darling. So yes, Gemini. She wanted a relationship reading. She wanted to know, how do they feel and where is it heading? Now, darling. And again, I don't sugarcoat anything. I swear, if someone is making you fucking question that, surely your own intuition is telling you this is going fucking nowhere. One. Hiya, Miss Rocker. Hope you're well. I'm just saying, when people ask me the questions, you don't have to be a fucking psychic medium to fucking work out. But if someone's asking about someone in a relationship and where's it heading, that there's problems. So I'm just saying, 1, 2, 3. And it doesn't matter what cards I pull. Doesn't matter what some knobhead in a fucking bedroom tells you about this person. Some readers might say you're going to live happily ever after and this is the man for you. Life's all about lessons, but we'll see what the tarot says. Ace of Pentacles. So for me, this is new beginnings. The divine wants to give you something lovely. And again, I don't split up. If you're happy, they make you feel like a goddess, and they treat you well, and you know what, you get the butterflies when you get a text or phone call from them, you love seeing them, then just do that. The Ace of Pentacles is something new coming in though. The divine wants something new. So when it comes to a relationship, I think there's someone else out there, someone better, someone that won't fucking make you feel confused. I get confusion. And again, that could just be, we've got Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo. But this is a love offer. This is a nice person, an emotionally fulfilling offer. I feel, this energy of you being left out in the cold, this person is fucking into you 1 minute, out of you the next. Ooh, misses. So what I'd say was, look, if you're feeling left out in the cold, if this person's making you feel, not the center of their universe, listen, I understand we don't need people to be in our pockets, but you should be a priority. If they come over and say, oh, sorry, I didn't text you yesterday, I just didn't have time. It takes 5 seconds to fucking send a text. Okay, it takes 5 seconds to send a text, to to put someone first. So I'm just saying, darling, I feel something new. Okay, I feel that there is a new beginning, but maybe again, it's about your self-worth. It's about what you allow, and you've allowed this person to, again, always say, you know, set your boundaries, put it out there, and if they can't adhere to your boundaries, then fuck them, move on, okay? So give them that opportunity. If that's the way you feel they're worth your time and effort, give them the opportunity, say, this is what I want, you make me feel like this, and then if they still do it, fuck them off. Okay, because you will get the happy ever after. Synchronicity card. Now, if you're getting lots of synchronicities around them, it might be very clever and fucking text you at 11:11 after 2 days of not texting you, and you may think, oh, this is my twin flame journey and all this spiritual fuckery. But you will have your happy ever after. Again, use your intuition and instincts if you're asking about it and where it's going. Because you could totally ignore everything I say and go, oh, well, I'm focusing on happy ever after, and this is with this person. I see synchronicities, blah, blah, blah. If the universe wants you together, you will be together with this person. Okay? If they're a rotter or a fucker, then something will happen and it'll force you. If you're with the wrong person, you can only go so long before the universe steps in and forces it, and usually it's devastating. So take control. The universe doesn't want to take control. You've got free will. But if you feel it in your fucking soul, in your women's intuition, men's intuition, whatever you want to call it, fuck them off now. Just saying. But if they make you happy and you're in a good place, again, do what's right for you. Okay? And I think if you're thinking about the future or worried about where it's going to go, you should just be in the moment as well. You know, so many of us think about the future. We never know what's coming. No, Linda, I'm talking to Gemini, and hopefully that resonated with her. I did you one card. I'm only doing one card usually for non-donations, but we'll see if anyone donates. Otherwise, I'm going to bugger off quite quickly because it's fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. Sandra, let's get you an energy oracle card then. Let's see what it's saying. Sandra. Any messages for Sandra, please? 1, 2, 3 messages. Well, 3 messages? Okay, well, better pull your 3 cards then. First chakra, Archangel Michael, my darling. So definitely your root chakra a bit blocked. That beautiful earth chakra needs unblocking. Get out in nature, ground yourself. You can all open up your chakras quite easy. Again, a simple technique is all the colours of the rainbow. And envision them as flowers, you know, opening up. So your root chakra is this beautiful red flower, and you just imagine it opening up. And we can all do this with our mind. Yeah, I can rod you and open your chakras up in seconds, and so can you. But you need a bit of grounding. Change of karma for you, or a contract, or a new job, something coming in, something legal. Signing for a new house, something good coming. If there is anything legal you're going through, darling, it will fall in your favour. If not, that is just like a karmic shift. And again, karma's not a bitch. The balancing scales of karma are all about, you know, if you've had a bad old run of it, then it's about time you get some good karma. Yin and yang, so a lot of balance needed. Internal balance, divine masculine, divine feminine, and that's what we've got within us, and it's all about finding that equilibrium. What a lovely word for the morning. Daughter value, overall energy, darling. So you're going to get some money flooding in from somewhere, an unexpected source. Again, I do have this thing I've been doing about the most benevolent outcome. So you speak to your guardian angel, and if you need money, you say, may I have the most benevolent outcome when it comes to selling the house, when it comes to a new career, when it comes to getting a new job, or the job you're in, possibly a pay rise or something like that. And it's worked for me, and I'm keeping doing it. It just stops that manifestation. You know, when you manifest, basically that's all about your own self-belief, whereas I'm putting the onus on my guardian angel, and then I'm waiting for them to bring it to me. So it's interesting. Okay, Davina. Only because I love your surname, Davina. I'll do you a quick general, and then I'm going to bugger off, and unless anyone crosses my palm with silver, old gypsy style. Davina, you're welcome, my love. Any messages for Davina? What does she need to hear? What does Davina need to hear, please? Any messages for Davina? What does Davina need to hear? We can go 3 from there. 1, 2, 3. Davina, we've got Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. This is all about choices. You will be presented with a few choices in your future. This could be job related, this could be love related. Usually cups are emotion, so it could be an emotional choice, and it's always the way if you're single or if you're with someone. For me, it's you're going to get a lot of a lot what's the word, a lot of offers. Okay, well, that wasn't what I was thinking, but you're going to get a lot of offers, and you're going to have to make a decision. This may have something to do financially. I do feel that the old money is a little bit rocky at the moment. More coming, same with us all, isn't it? More fucking going out than coming in. Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo. Feels a bit choppy on the old seas at the moment. But again, there may be a choice in a new career or a new pathway for you to do with money. Okay, well, I always read the cards following on, so we've got someone returning from the past, maybe an old flame it never worked out with, or this can be a past life soulmate. Okay, releasing your inner child, making you feel all giddy. More Pisces, Scorpio and Cancer energy. So, yeah, enjoy this new soulmate coming into your path, I say. And we've got the world, so the world's opening up to you, darling. And again, you will have lots of choices. This can indicate travel. This covers all the signs. Taurian energy I'm getting a lot of. But again, the world's there for you to take. And don't limit yourself, darling. So hopefully that resonates for you. There you go. I don't think anyone's going to come on. Have I not read for anyone? Because I'm a benevolent reader. You're very welcome, Davina, and enjoy it, darling. Enjoy the many suitors, or well, I think it's love, darling. I think it's to do with love. So, yeah, just make the right decision. No more repeating mistakes of the past. Okay, so we've got Jocelyn and Hawkeye Rick. Okay. Jocelyn. Any messages for Jocelyn? Any messages for Jocelyn? 1, 2, 3 for Jocelyn. Jocelyn, dearest you, let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday, moment-to-moment experience, thinking you will find happiness out there someday? So many of us go chasing a magic it out there, but it never could be found there. So we want you to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy. And every time you wake up and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be experienced expressed inside you. Joy and happiness and fullness come from doing joy, being joy, knowing it, cultivating it, and lighting it in your heart so you can share it. You must know this, when the time comes, you will be fully free, and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful, even for tears and loss, for they mean you have lived, really lived. Jump into it all and love every minute. We all love you like crazy over here. Yeah, we all make mistakes, darling. That's life, isn't it? So we either repeat the mistakes or we learn from them. And not everyone's perfect. And that's the idea. You learn from your mistakes or you repeat them again. Don't beat yourself up about it. Move on. We change who we are all the time. I'm a different version of myself than I was 10 years ago. Better version or worse version, I don't fucking know. But I made a lot of mistakes. but I've learned from them. Hello, Leonie. So we had Hawkeye Rick. Any messages for Hawkeye Rick? Any messages? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've got this Queen of Cups, Hawkeye Rick. So this for me is a very spiritual person. The Queen of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer energy. This person. Usually, the Queen of Cups is a lovely person. You know, very intuitive, very psychic, or got these. We've all got psychic tendencies. Just whether we want to act on them or not. So this is a good woman. Okay. And again, doesn't look too happy, so be gentle with this woman, whoever she is, coming into your life. Now, we've got Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. This is all about children, so possibly she might have children. There may be some fighting, because kids don't usually like new men coming in. So just be aware there may be some, or this can be problems with younger people. It doesn't always have to be children, but there could be a young person that wants to pick a fight with you. It's time to release your burdens, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. You're taking on too much, and again, just let life flow. You know, don't take the weight of the world on your shoulders. Release everything. The best thing I ever did was just release all my problems, all my things to the universe, and I just go. I go where I'm supposed to go. I meet who I'm supposed to meet. I'm with the person I'm supposed to be with, and if I'm not with them, then it was either a lesson or, again, it was me needed to learn and experience. Okay, so you need to unburden yourself, and 10s are always new cycles. Something new's coming in for you. Bottom of the deck, we've got this lovely Ace of Pentacles, sir. So the Divine wants to give you something new. Okay, and it's up to you if you want to walk through that gateway, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo energy. If you want to walk through the gateway, it's open for you. It's new beginnings, sir. Not repeating. And again, it's all lessons, isn't it? You can look at life as, oh, why does all this bad shit happen to me? Or you can go, well, no, I learned a lot from that, and it's shaped me into the person I am today. And I'm glad for that lesson, which is where I'm at the moment. You're very welcome, and enjoy your new beginnings. I think that's the point, you know. And don't repeat the mistakes of the past, but I had a stage where I was just attracting really mean women. And I thought I could fix them with my fucking love, and it was just stupid. And all I did was just repeat the same mistakes until I went, I'm fucking doing this anymore. I'm taking back my power, and I'd rather be single than waste my time with someone that doesn't value my worth. Early morning, I know, Rhea, I got woken up at flipping for like 4 o'clock in the morning. I watched a bit of tarot from someone else, and then fucking, obviously I had to do a live. Half term here, so kids are off, so I thought, why not? Hello, Destiny. Well, thanks for the first time watching. I've got these beautiful past life cards, Rhea. I've got to do you a past life reading, darling. Oh, you're up late then, dear. So I do Rhea a past life reading, and again, if you want a reading, pop us some money in PayPal. Money is energy. Not that it'd be any better or worse. I seem to be going through everyone this morning. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes people donate. Sometimes they don't, you know. I thought I wet the bed, cheeky monkey. Okay, Rhea, let's get you anything from a past life which has carried through that Rhea needs to hear about. Any messages. And I love these cards, Rhea. They're so fucking cool. Anything from a past life, and I do really connect sometimes. Anything that Rhea needs to hear, past life has carried through or affecting her in this lifetime. Any messages? 1, 2, and I love first timers, so Destiny, I'll put you on the list. And again, if anyone donates, they will go above you, darling. It's just the way I roll, but you've got such a lovely name, so why not? Okay, oh darling. Okay, Anything for the lovely Rhea. I'm going to go 3 from here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Darling. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Ooh. Okay. Wow. This is a random one. As you know, Rhea, we have many past lives, and some of them that we're not always fucking, you know, even if we're spiritual in this life, doesn't always mean it was a spiritual journey. You know, there are some mundane lives we have with just simple lessons. Now, darling, you were in some sort of cult. Okay, you were initiated in a cult, and the trauma that may have carried through in this lifetime is something to do with a childbirth, the death of a child in childbirth, and again that loss. And as you know, grief is one of the hardest lessons we have to learn. And again, it's about accepting that and accepting that, you know, we're all energy. But I think your mind was skewed, obviously, if you were in some sort of fucking cult. The leader was a bit of a fucking weirdo, and yeah, and you had this guilt with you all through this lifetime. And again, it's all about releasing guilt, and then we're energy, and it's all lessons. And this was in Asia. I don't know if there's many cults in Asia. I'm sure there's cults everywhere, but there you go. Trauma of childbirth. Okay. Destiny. That reading wasn't for you, it was for Rhea. Yeah, religious cult, Rhea. This is for you, Destiny. Take a risk. Step out of your comfort zone. Feeling safe and secure is a wonderful experience, but if we remain in our safe zone for fear of change, we create a limiting and restrictive environment that can ultimately lead to stagnation and the loss of our creative potential. To manifest our greatest contribution in the world, let go of fear and take a risk. And it's funny, you know, there are no coincidences. So literally before I watched this, I like experiment. So this is an interesting one. It was about a rat experiment, and basically they put a rat in a cage, and that rat was in a cage, and they put 2 water bottles. One was pure water, and one was heroin and cocaine. Now, 100% of the time, the rat in the cage would take the heroin and cocaine, and it would kill itself. Okay, so they thought, well, no, you know, obviously the rats fucking love heroin and cocaine. So what they did was, another scientist come in and went, hang on a minute, this isn't very scientific. I'm going to make a rat euphoria. Okay, so what he does was he made a rat village, and he put lovely tubes, coloured balls they could play with, other rats in there that they could have lots of sex with, and just, you know, how a rat could operate. Now, what they found was none of the rats would drink the cocaine heroin laced water. They'd all drink the pure water because they were happy. And pretty much we're like fucking rats, aren't we? When we're miserable, or when we feel alone or shunned and we want to escape the world, we'd always go for the heroin or cocaine laced water. So yeah, I just found it interesting. There's no coincidences. Maybe that resonates with you, maybe it doesn't, but it's just about being happy in your own environment. And I'm more than happy being on my own. I don't need drugs to take the pain away, or the reality away. I'm quite happy meditating now, and I'm quite happy to read a book. you know. But I just found it really interesting that once the rats were in a community, they didn't want to fucking top themselves. People are important. So, Destiny, restore balance. This card calls you to notice what kind of situations, people, and circumstances throw you off balance. And more importantly, what enables you to regain balance and recenter yourself. Nothing heightens your awareness and creates an opportunity for you to become proactive in maintaining your ongoing balance and inner harmony. So there's a big messages. Calling mustard. Okay, well, it's up to him. And again, each to their own, darling. But you need to restore your balance and release the past. So past version of yourself, whatever it is, darling, you need to release it. Stay away from gossip and drama. And again, I don't know if I could be with someone that didn't share my spiritual beliefs. Sometimes it's good balance, though, isn't it? That we don't all have to. It's nice to not all be spiritual all the time, as long as they allow you to do what you want. Yeah, I found it really interesting, Miss Rocker. It was just, and I love these experiments. I'd watch all this stuff about, monkeys, and there was one society experiment with monkeys where they had steps and they put a banana at the top. And again, it's all relevant, isn't it? And anyway, the first time a monkey would go up the steps, they'd spray all the other monkeys with cold water. So basically, they wouldn't touch the banana. And what they started doing was replacing the monkeys. So they put in a new monkey, and of course he'd go up the steps, and the other monkeys would beat on him before he'd go up the steps. And eventually they replaced all the monkeys, but they still had the belief that when a new monkey come in, although they weren't spraying him with cold water, they'd still beat up the monkey that tried to fucking go up to the banana. So again, it's like societal confirmation. It's this thing where we're all creatures of habit, and we're all monkeys, and we're all believed to beat up on people with different views. Is what necessary swearing? I swear like a sailor. Listen, we all do our spiritual work in different ways. If you're offended by it, it's your problem. If swearing triggers you, then fuck you, mate. Go, just leave it and move on. Go and find a nice fluffy reader that hasn't fucking lived a hard life and doesn't swear. Yeah, exactly, Rhea. If you don't like it, fuck off. I've got no problem with that, and I won't lose any sleep. I'm not for everyone, not everyone's cup of tea. And if I'm not for you, move on. Ask yourself why you've been triggered by swearing. Put on your big boy pants and, don't be offended so easily. And there you go. That's my view on that. Listen, not everyone likes swearing, but, I live in the real world. I'm a council estate boy. I like the word cunt as well, so I use that quite a bit, so that really offends some. I'm not. The whole point of me is that showing that you can be spiritual, you can be in touch with things, but you don't have to dilute yourself. You don't have to fucking. You don't have to be all fluffy and love and light and I'm going to go and ride a unicorn. I get up some days and I don't want to go to work because it's shit and I have to work in a shitty factory. So I'm not all love and light. I'm tired. Kids piss me off. I can still be spiritual though. I still meditate. I still help people in my own unique way. There you go. And some people are like me and some people won't. And I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. I've been told to do this shit. Some people will like it, some people won't. That's down to them. Well, again, some of the most educated people I know swear. Well, the thing is, I don't argue with people. Again, it's up to you what you take from it. Some people need I'm not softly. I'm like a sledgehammer. I give the message, you take it or leave it. There you go. And if it offends you, then why are you judging me? If you're all spiritual, why are you fucking judging me? And the way I speak, maybe I'm not as educated as you. In fact, I'm not educated. I'd probably do better in a fucking jungle situation or an island than you. Anyway, I'm not triggered. I love you. It's all from a place of love. And we can all be fucking huggy and not cuntish. But there you go. Here's what it is. I've got terrible... But that's me. Why should I change who I am? Okay. But this is the whole cult thing about spirituality. You've got negative energy because you swear. Oh dear, you're offending me. Life is about being offended. Life is about being offended. And if you're offended by swearing or saying someone's negative because you don't like what they're putting out there, then it's you with the issue, not me, my friend. Yeah, it has got weaker, Matthew. Me and you would fucking run things. We'd be fucking, if the apocalypse happened tomorrow or a zombie outbreak, me and you'd be out there fucking kings of the world, mate. While people are going, oh, your thong offends me, and your spikes on your thing, it'd be like, you're gonna be my bitch. It's all from the place of love, and I like to joke, but everything's offensive. I don't want to offend everyone. I'm from the school of thought that if I offend you and I trigger you, it's a good thing. Because it makes you and people say to me, why do you eat meat, Adam, for example? And I'm like, if I was hungry enough, I'd eat you fucker. And that's the way I roll. It's, and if that's negative, it's negative. But yes, we're getting very weak as a population. And again, life is offensive. I've been a fucking Viking warrior in past lives. I've slaughtered and done some horrendous things, and we all have in past lives. This life, I'm not dark. I'm full of the light, but I do it in a very unique way. And I try not to argue with people. As something confrontation is something I'm learning. But sometimes, and as I said, if I don't like someone, for example, Matthew. Yeah, if I didn't like Matthew, there's no point me being all judgy. I just go, I don't really like him. I won't watch him. Well, yeah, there you go. It's that simple. Great. Okay, well, you go off with your little judgment cushion, and I don't need everyone jumping on him. I'll tell you what, the easiest thing to do is, while I feed my ego, we'll just block you. There you go. Because I don't argue with idiots. And there's no point. Some people will like this, some people won't. I've stumbled across an ego feeding because you're better than I am. Anyway. Bye-bye. Yeah, exactly. And again, that's the point, isn't it? I've not got time to argue with people. I was Pachel Peter, and he was like, seems I've stumbled across another ungifted individual seeking attention to feed his ego. I've got an ego, so what? We've all got egos, and if we can't all be enlightened. And when people go, oh, I'm so much more enlightened and intelligent than you, it's like, judgy much. Judgy much. But there you go. I don't bother. I try not to interact. I just block you. Oh, that's an interesting one. Let's get the rods out. We'll see. 50-50 shot at it, darling. Sarah, is her sister having a boy? Oh, 1, 2, 3 no's. So process of elimination as a girl. There you go. I've got a 50-50 chance with that because I'm ungifted. I'm feeding my ego. Hello, lovely Elena. Hope you're well. I don't know. Some people, you get it all the time, Matthew. I know yours goes fucking super quick, but you get people that just wanna argue with you. I'm just trying to give some people some messages. Take it or leave it. And if you don't like it, you can fuck off. You can go and do one, mate. As I said, I'm not for everyone. I don't want to be for everyone. I'm not a morning person, Elena. I fell asleep early and was woken up early, and I've got the children, so I'm going to have a busy day. And I thought I'd chuck on and do a quick live. But no one's donating, so I'm going to fucking bagger off. I don't believe in twin flames, Manisha. I'm sorry, I'm not one of these people. I believe that's spiritual fuckery. There's no such thing as a twin flame. The way I was explained it by my guides, we're all souls. So why would there be one particular soul, or why would you half a soul to meet yourself? So no, they're not your twin flame, because twin flame is made up so people can be arseholes to each other. Well, exactly, Matthew. But you know, people will say negative shit about you, but fuck them. You know, I like you. That's all that matters. And again, if I don't like someone, I just won't watch them. And I call spiritual fuckery where I see it. And again, I've had to go away because, again, if you're happy on the twin flame journey, darling, I'm not here to judge anyone. And if this is a journey or that's what you're invested in, I'm not trying to change your mind. It's just what I've been given, that we're all souls. So why would there be one twin? We have many soulmates in our journey. And again, people will try and explain it to me. Oh, yes, but once you've been in the twin flame journey, you'll know Adam. And I'm like, well, I've been in tumultuous relationships. I've been in relationships with spiritual people. They're all souls. And whether I've incarnated in this life or last life or whatever, then that's the way I feel. Well, that sounds like a fucking perfect evening, Matthew. I'll drink to that, my friend. I've got kids for the day, and yeah, trying to feed the little locusts because all they do is fucking eat. It's like, help me feed my family. Here's Adam. He has to do a live at 6 o'clock in the morning to feed his children. If you donate just £2.50 for a coffee, he can buy a tin of baked beans and some toast to feed his lovely children. It's not that desperate yet. But there you go. I think my son's alarm's going off. He's probably getting up to play fucking GTA. Great. Does something for missing me. There you go. So yeah, I thought I'd pop on. I always do it when I'm you know it, Susie. For just a subscription of £2 a month, Adam can walk to his kitchen and get a glass of cold water. Adam can sleep in his nice comfy bed. Buy some fabric conditioner. I know it's a hard life. Fucking third. What's the word? Is it third? I don't know. We're so pampered, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? I've got food in my cupboards. I've got my kids are happy. We can just play Monopoly. I don't need to take them out. We're all buskers, aren't we, Matthew? Yeah, we've got to hustle where we can hustle. Natural born hustlers. And yeah, I enjoy doing it, and I have a laugh doing it, and that's all that that's all that matters. It's not third world problems. It's like fourth. I don't know. You know, where we fucking moan about stuff because we can't, you know, go out for an expensive meal, and there's people starving around the world. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. Matthew, I've got the past life cards, sir. That'd be interesting doing a past life reading on you. Let's do Matthew, the legend of. It's gonna say I'm fucking. You're a grandmaster fucking wizard or something. Yeah, and again, Susie, it's okay to whinge. This is the whole point, you know, and but then people say, oh, you're low vibrational, or you've got a bad vibe about you, and all this. And this is the whole thing about this spiritual bullshit, you know? People pick and choose, and then they start hating on each other or judging people. And it does feel like a bit of a fucking cult sometimes. Let's do the legend Matthew, the Viking warrior, a past life reading. Any messages that Matthew needs to hear pertaining from a past life that's affecting him in this life. Any messages? 1, 2, 3. And I love these cards, Matthew. They're so cool. I just knew it. I just knew it. Yeah. Okay, Matthew. And again, take what resonates, leave the rest. You know the shit. So, of course, magically based. You were a magic-based ruler. So this whole wizard thing, Matthew, is all to do with this. This isn't your first fucking rodeo, mate. You were a magic fucking wizard ruler. Now, the problem with the past life is greed. Okay, and again, I always think that we can never have enough, can we? And we get to a certain point. I mean, again, everything's relevant, isn't it? We get to say you become a millionaire, my friend. Thanks, Matthew. I do appreciate it. You become a millionaire, and then you become, I don't know, a billionaire, and you're always looking for that next thing. It's just about being happy, and I think you are. You know, you're very humble like myself, and whatever you get is all a fucking bonus, isn't it? But there's no fucking surprise you were probably a tyrannical ruler. I'm gonna say, my friend, and probably use your magic fucking in bad ways. But this is not a bad thing. This is all lessons. It's all greed. And it was a fall of a civilization. So I'm feeling like Druid, or you know, is some magic-based faith that you were in charge of everything, and unfortunately, greed clouded your judgment, and you didn't treat the small people as well as you should have treated them. You are a tyrannical leader, my son. So, for me, Matthew, again, it's just about learning, isn't it? And we've all been evil in past lives, and this is the whole point. People think that because what would we learn? What would we learn if we were just pure good light beings in every single lifetime? That's not how life works. We've got to be the murderer and then come back in the next lifetime and be the person that's murdered. You know, it's all about playing roles in different aspects. If we all come back fucking skippity love and light in every lifetime, what are we learning from that? Yeah, definitely, my friend. So again, greed can become all consuming, can't it? And power corrupts and all of this. I think that would happen to anyone, and that's a natural thing. We all have this image of ourselves. Me, for example, I become Prime Minister of the UK tomorrow, right? And I'm such a good guy. I'd never be corrupted, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden you come in and they say, yeah, well, you've got to do this, and it goes against my morals. The first time you do that, then you're on a slippery slope. And again, is what are morals? There's shades, there's light and dark, isn't there? And for me, past lives, and you know, a lot of people are waking up spiritually, but a lot of people are also so fucking judgmental. I think the lesson for this life: don't be a tyrannical ruler. Okay. Hey, Brianna, hope you're well. And just keep yourself in check, because no one else can keep you in check. It's all about checks and balances on ourselves, isn't it? And as I said, power corrupts, and it's natural. My thing is, for example, say tomorrow, I found a cure for cancer. Now, my morals would be I'm going to cure everyone of cancer. You know, that are my morals. I'm a strong moral man. Now, big pharmaceutical company comes in and they say, we want to buy your cure for cancer for $10 million. And what we're going to do is we're going to bury it. And we're not going to let it out to the public because we make too much money in cancer treatment. And I go, no, I'm a moralistic man. I can't fucking do that. I've found this and I'm not doing that. And then the threats come. Oh, well, we're going to take you out, blah, blah, blah. So I'm still not scared of them. I'm an immortal being, whatever. And then they threaten my family. Where's the line? And then even through all that, at the last stage, then they turn me into something I'm not. Then they start discrediting you. Then they start making stories up about you. And then they ruin you. Now, would it have been right just to take the £10 million in the first place? Again, this is always a moral dilemma. Yeah. But is there anything wrong with that? Do you stick it out so far, unless you've got the backing of people, unless you've got the information out there, which I think now would be a good time. But this is how it's always worked. Just because it's always worked that way doesn't mean it's right. But you can see how things don't get out because there's no money in it. So what movie is that? I've seen lots of movies. But for me, again, that's what past lives are about. You know, were we corrupt in a past life? Were we evil? You know, and when we get judged at the end of all this, they're not going to judge us for being good or evil. They're going to judge us on our decisions and what we learned from a lifetime. Oh, you're going to give me a free pull, Donna? I haven't had an offer like that in a while, darling. I usually have to pay for a free pull. Well, it's not a free pull, is it? It sounds dirtier than in my mind than I know. Than I know you meant it, darling. Chance would be a fine thing. I'm sorry, you know I can't resist, Donna. You know I can't resist. Yeah, I had to go and prepare myself. I watched a lovely Donna, who is also a tarot reader and very, very amazing. At fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'd love to do that, Matthew. Anytime, mate. It's all good. That would be a great laugh. I've got my past life cards now, so and my rods, so maybe I'll bring something different. But yeah, give me a shout, mate. I'm always up for that. You need a rodding, Donna. Anna, yes. I am tail ending it. Donna needs a rodding. Donna, have I done you a past life reading, Donna? Hello, Haley. Have I done you a past life reading, Donna? My darling? But yeah, morality and all these things. And again, I'm just an uneducated person. You know, I just say shit how I see it. Any messages for Donna from a past life? Let's see what comes up for lovely Donna. Past life reading. 1, 2, 3. Do I ever sleep? Well, I don't feel like it, Anne, but you're on the list. Anne's done a cheeky donation. She wants a rodding and a past life reading as well. So, Donna, we stop there. Ooh. Okay. So we've got the time frame was pre-Columbian Americas. Now, I mean, again, whether it's the ramblings of a madman, but I'm not feeling Native American Indians on this. And I know in the what is it, Grand Canyon, they found Egyptian artifacts and stuff. So I'm not thinking Native American. I think there were a lot more types of people in the Americas before Columbus eventually discovered it. You know, although the Vikings have been there, I think the Africans have fucking been there. So this is the time frame. Now, you were forced into an arranged marriage that you weren't very happy with, darling. I feel male energy for you, Donna, and you didn't like this woman. So again, this may follow through. Basically, you won't have. It's something to do with love. You know, it's you will only go for someone you love. There's no way you'd water anything down. Okay, so I think you chose to go off to war and fucking die. I think you started a war to get away from this fucking woman. There you go, darling. That's for you, Donna. That's for you. So yes, a big feeling of that. Yeah, you won't be forced into anything that you don't want to do when it comes to love. And I think you're very much, you know, it's all about love. It's never been about money. You know, some people, everyone's got different motives, and some people want a provider, some people want a man with that. And again, who am I to judge? But I think the big lesson in that lifetime is that you will only stay with someone for love. Okay? That would be you, darling. And again, maybe you could have had the rich option. But I feel, yeah, it's all about the love in this one, my darling. So let's give you a rodding anyway. I would now like to align Donna's 4 bodies, her emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual bodies, so she's vibrating at the love vibration. I'd like to raise her frequency to 369. I'd also like to send her universal goddess God frequency and bring her in perfect alignment with the age of Aquarius, the golden age. That is Donna. Oh, yeah, your energy is fucking buzzing at the moment, Donna. Beautiful. Just a little bit on your emotional body, but nothing to worry about. You take these energies and frequencies. I love connecting to you, dear. I'd now like to open Donna's chakras and pineal gland 100%, including her star and earth chakras. That is Donna. So, Donna, your chakras are pretty tough. I do feel just a little bit on that heart chakra and that sacral chakra. You definitely need that opening up, darling. Beautifully aligned, all chakras open and working as they should. Pineal gland 100% open. Beautiful energy, beautiful frequencies. Amazing, Donna. Tingles all over, dear. I think I need a cigarette I think I need a cigarette after that energy, dear. But I don't smoke in my room anymore. Oh, okay, Brianna. I don't smoke in my bedroom, but I'm gonna be cheeky. So just yeah, I know that was too much for me, Donna. That was some sexy energy for first thing in the morning. Donna, you make me tingle, darling. Donna, I know, it's that sacral energy. Spiritual incense. I know, I'm terrible, and I've been really good. I've not been smoking in this room, but one won't hurt, will it? You won't tell anyone. It's not like it's on camera or anything. So, we've got Anne and Brianna on the list. Been a while, Donna. It's been a while. Get yourself a young bucking bronco, darling. You're going to break them. You're going to break them when you eventually get them. Lock them in a room for a couple of days. So, Anne, you wanted a past life, didn't you, darling? I'm sure you're up for a rodding. Any messages for Anne, please? From a past life that she needs to hear. Any messages for Anne that she needs to hear? Any messages for cheeky Anne? Any messages? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Anne. Okay. We've got widow, identity wife. This person you lost died in a natural disaster. So it's another grief lesson. I don't feel you remarried. This was, again, soulmate from a past life. I'm not sure if you found them in this life. Hopefully, darling. And this, again, some people judge me for smoking. I've just got the kids, but if you're up for a live later, Matthew, give me a shout, mate. And the kids can be quiet. I can put some bowls of dog food down for them, lock them in the kitchen. Oh, okay. This is an interesting one, Anne. So I'm feeling then, as this wealthy widow, you become a spy, secret agent lady. Okay, that's an interesting one. I've never had that one come up. Yeah. So either you died in a natural disaster while you were spying, or your man did. You're definitely a female energy. Yes, I'm feeling, darling, that is there a fear of like floods or earthquakes or anything like that? So maybe that might carry through, you know, this unnatural fear of maybe a fucking typhoon or something like that. You're a good spy, yeah, no one can get any shit past you. I've taken it in, Donna. I've taken it in, darling. That's why I need the cigarette. I'm still tingling from you. I don't want to pass that on to Anne yet. But yeah, give me a time, Matthew, and I'll settle the kids down, lock them in the basement for a few hours. If I had a basement. And yeah, I think that's carried over your natural intuition, darling. But yeah, maybe something to do with natural disaster or fear of drowning or fear of earthquakes, fear of lightning. I don't know, darling. No one going live with Matthew. Why not? I like Matthew. As I was saying to someone earlier, Donna, not everyone, we can't all be everyone's cup of tea, can we? Oh, okay. Well, that could get raucous, couldn't it? He's on the wine. So yeah, I'll give you a shout later, mate. Yeah, so this is an irrational fear that's come through with you, Anne. So I better get some beers in. I better get some beers in for my live later. It would be an odd couple. Yeah, but strange bedfellows and all of that. It might work, Donna. It might work. Anne, you said yes to a rodding. Hiya, Wendy. Thanks for stumbling in. If you're easily offended by swearing and immature humour, then I'm just warning you now. I'll give you a quick yes or no one. Worried about it not currently working traditionally. I was hoping something would be coming soon. Okay. Manny. Will they get a job within the next month? No. I felt 2 months. 2 months? Okay. Within the next 2 months. Dig in there. The perfect job's waiting to come your way, okay? And you'll be so happy you waited and take something else. There you go, Manny. Yeah, so just I should have a parental advisory thing on my lives, because some people do get offended, and you know, I do call people bellends. No, I know you wouldn't get offended, Donna. You know, it's all from a good place, from a place of light. Someone come on and said that it's all about feeding my ego. And as you know, I'm so ego-based. Yeah, I just blocked them. I don't argue with people anymore. I just block them. Been called worse. Yeah. And again, you know, if people want to judge me and they call themselves spiritual, that's up to them. We're all on our paths. Even the person on the lowest path that, you know, never worked, that they're still learning something, aren't they? Yeah, and this whole thing of releasing the ego or getting rid of the ego, it's part of who we are, isn't it? Why do we want to get rid of that? You know, maybe I could be all fucking Buddha-like, but I ain't got the time and I ain't got the energy to sit fucking under a tree for 32 fucking days. I got kids, I got work. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'd love to be like Jesus and go and wander a fucking desert. But I'm not going to get to that stage in this state of being. Yeah, exactly. And be yourself. And that's the biggest thing. I'm a little bit weird. I might offend some people, but I'm true to myself. If I see something and don't feel it's right, then I'll say it. And yeah, maybe there's no stoppage from my brain to mouth, but you know, I like who I am. I'm in a good place. And that's the difference. And if people don't like me, I will lose no sleep over it. And why not, Donna? You know, why not? If whatever makes you feel good and happy in yourself, that's the whole point. And where's Anna gone? Yeah, the other Anna. Anne, not Anna. Anne. Yeah, exactly, Anna. You be you and be the best version of you can be, and or the worst version on some days, and just fucking roll with it. I will never be. I will never be something or pretend to be someone I'm not. I lived too many years as a young man, full of self doubt, full of fucking insecurities. Didn't want to offend people, and now I'm just like, no, I'm at the latter stages of my life, so I'm gonna enjoy it and have fun and have a laugh. And if I offend, if people, that's up to them, Take me or leave me. I don't fucking force anyone to watch me. I like to have a laugh. Queen Anne. Queen Anne. Would you like a rodding, Queen Anne? May I enter your energy, Anne? Ooh. Ooh, I say. Well, we'll definitely be doing you a past life reading then, darling. Yeah, getting on for it. I don't know if a rodding will help you sleep. It might do, darling. Um, no, but also I saw something, and again, I think it's relevant. It was about the two stages of life. One stage of life is about growing, and the last stage of life is about decaying. And I think I'm at that nearly decaying part. But I heal myself, and I'm all good. But it was just interesting because do you see yourself as decaying as you get older? I don't want to be a miserable old git. I want to be a happy old man, and I'm going to stay young. Um, and yeah, I'm not decaying. I'm like a fine wine. I get better with age, darling. That's the way I see it. So, let's give you a good rodding, get you off to sleep with perfect peace and balance. I would now like to align Anne's four bodies, her spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional bodies, so she's vibrating of a love vibration. I'd like to raise her frequency to 369. I'd also like to send her universal goddess God frequency and bring her in perfect alignment with the golden age, the age of Aquarius. That is Anne. Okay, my darling. Beautiful energy as always. Nice alignment. Take these frequencies and vibrations and hopefully nice peaceful feeling. Beautiful energy, Anne. That's how I've rodded you recently. You opened up quickly. I'd now like to open Anne's chakras and pineal gland 100%, including her star nerve chakras. That is Anne. So couple of little blockages again. We're going to just pop them all open, starting at your earth chakra, root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, throat chakra, third eye, crown chakra, star chakra, and finally at pineal gland. Perfect alignment, feeling the pure bliss and peace. Beautiful energy, Anne. Thank you so much for letting me connect to you, you goddess, you. Queen Anne. I'm a quick rodder. I'm a quickie person, Brianna. So we'll get you a postcard from Spirit and then I'll do your past life reading, darling. Okay. And then I'm going to finish off on Brianna. Oh, chance would be a fine thing, Brianna. Well, I'm saying about 50. That's what I'm hoping anyway, Matthew. You know, and that's, I always say, like when people say, what, you know, I'm 45. So when do you start noticing you're getting old? And I say it's when you make weird noises, when you put your socks on, like, ooh, ooh. And like I never made those noises in my 20s or 30s. Any messages for Brianna, please? Any messages? 1, 2, 3. But I'm sure you'd like a rodding, darling. So I'm saying about 50, but it's as soon as you start making those weird noises when you fucking bend over and stuff. Fuck no. 60 then, Donna. Again, we're all different. I've seen a couple of things, a couple of videos on one bloke who was like European who lived to 250 and a Chinese guy that lived to like 260. I think it's possible to live this lifespan. Again, it's about keeping your mind active. It's about healing yourself, sometimes eating the right food. Sometimes people smoke till they're like 100 and live, and some people, again, we've got a certain destiny, but again, it's will of life, isn't it? It's that whole thing where certain people can go, you've got cancer and you're going to be dead within 6 months, and 10 years later they're still fucking rocking it. Or some people say you've got 5 years to live and they completely give up and they're gone within a month. Again, the mind's a powerful thing. So, Brianna, dearest you, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and the world. So, to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about your story. A story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure their stories you're proud of. Genuine loving fan club, your spirit guides. Yeah, but you know, and it's also for me about when your time's up, your time's up. You know, I think I honestly believe as a soul we choose when we're going to be incarnated, to who we're going to be incarnated, our star sign, what year we're going to be incarnated, and we sort of choose the time of death as well. So it's all pre-written. Just enjoy the journey. Go getting there. You're welcome, Brianna. Let's see, anything Brianna had in a past life that she's brought through with this lifetime. Give me Brianna's past life. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Brianna. That's an interesting lesson. Okay. So, in this lifetime, you were led by a prophet. You were led by a prophet. Yeah, I'm feeling male energy on this one, darling. I'm not feeling female energy. I'm not picking up on your call girl past life, but again, possibly could have been. So you followed some sort of prophet, whether this was a true prophet or a false prophet. This was a lesson, but what happened was there's some sort of slander trauma, and I think you've learned this in this lifetime, not to take any fucking notice of what people say. This was the lesson you had to carry through with you, but maybe there's some sort of issue, the slander trauma, and that's something you've worked through, and I don't feel that's affecting you on this lifetime. Now, there is, whether this is in this lifetime or another lifetime, there's a gluttony lesson. So again, you might not eat as healthily or as much as you should, darling, or maybe you've gone to the other extreme where you're like vegetarian and you're not getting enough nutrients because this past life lesson you overindulge. So in this life, possibly you're not, you've got a thing with food where, I don't know, it's not about the enjoyment because you were a glutton. So hopefully that makes sense to you. You followed a false prophet. And yes, an issue with food, which is a lesson for this lifetime. Enjoy food. Don't worry about it. You will never be gluttonous again. Okay? That's the lesson. That's what the card says. I'm just a humble messenger. Okay, so we'll finish off with a nice rodding for you, darling. If you'd like a rodding, just give me the, please rod me, Adam. Ooh. Yeah, and again, it's all balance. There's nothing wrong with enjoying food, but the lesson in this lifetime is about gluttony. Brianna, as I said, I did a 3-day fast the other day. It's not for everyone, and unless you're, ready for it, then. But spiritually, I found it cleansed me, and again, it can't be a bad thing. So maybe just lay off for cream cakes, love. I say how it is, darling. But yeah, just having a look at how you're eating. This could be a big lesson for you on this journey. But enjoy life, enjoy eating. So yes, please, road me hard. Oh, I say, Brianna. I say, darling, I'm getting all these offers this morning. So I would like to align Brianna's 4 bodies, her mental, emotional, spiritual and physical bodies, so she's vibrating at the love vibration. I'd like to raise her frequency to 369. I'd also like to send her a universal goddess God frequency and bring her in perfect alignment with the age of Aquarius, the golden age. That is Brianna. So my darling, a little bit out of whack again, just that mental body, but beautiful energy. Just take these vibrations and frequencies. You might get tingles. Some people do, some people don't. We're all different. Beautiful energy. I'd now like to open Brianna's chakras and pineal gland 100%, including her star and earth chakras. That is Brianna. Okay, my darling. So, just opening up all your chakras 100%. A little bit in the solar plexus, sacral chakra, darling. The lower ones, root chakra, earth chakra, that connection to Mother Earth, perfect alignment, beautiful energies flowing through you, frequencies and vibrations, amazing energy, my love. So thank you very much for allowing me to rod you. So I'm going to bugger off and try and get a couple of hours sleep before the kidlies wake up. And I have to start running around after them, love and light and all that fucking jazz. Thanks everyone that's donated. I will just say, make sure I'm fucking live. I should have said that at the start, because some people do message me when I've gone off and it's like, what's going on? Okay. So you're yeah, you should feel relaxed and at peace, darling. Love and light to you, and all of you. Thanks all for joining me. Love you all. Bye, babies. Bye.